Hello, Clearwater friends. It's Miss Pearson. In today's lesson, we will be comparing two names that begins with the same letter. Now we have Lily, Rachel, Ryan, and Natasha. So I'm going to sing that guessing game song. Can you guess the name? Can you guess the name? Can you guess the name? Hi ho the dairy-o, can you guess the name? They both start with R. They both start with R. Hi ho the dairy-o, they both start with R. So, which name do you think, the two names you think it is? Is it Lily and Ryan? Rachel, Natasha? Lily and Ryan? Or Ryan and Natasha? Or is it Ryan and Rachel? You're correct. It is Ryan and Rachel. Do you notice they both start with the letter R? Ryan and Rachel. And we're going to compare Ryan and Rachel. I see Ryan and Rachel both begin with the letter R. Can you say R? Can you make the R sound? R. Now, they're different because Ryan's name only has 1, 2, 3, 4 letters in it. And look at Rachel's name. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters in it. So they're the same because they both begin with the letter R, and they're different because one name, Ryan's name, only has fewer letters than Rachel's name. So I'm gonna put those right here. They both begin with R. They're the same because they begin with R, and they're different because they have even different letters in their name. You notice that? Let me move this a little closer. So Ryan has a Y, Rachel's name doesn't. Ryan has an A, but Rachel does have an A in her name, but her A is second after the R, but look where Ryan's name is. Ryan's A. Ryan has an N, Rachel doesn't have an N. Rachel has a C, but Ryan doesn't. Rachel has an H, Ryan doesn't. And Rachel has an E, and Ryan's name doesn't. And an L, and Ryan's name doesn't. So they're the same because they begin with the letter R, and they are different because they have different letters. So remember, you can compare two names that begin with the same letter, but they can be different. Also, different words. You can have some words that are the same, like cat and cow, but they're different because they have different letters in them. You can say flag and foot. They're the same because they both begin with the letter F, but they have different letters in them. So boys and girls, I want you to practice when we're finished with this lesson on making the letter R. Okay, so remember, let's look at our anchor chart. Let's turn it this way. Remember how to learn a name. Let's study a name. You read the name, we count the letters, and we did count the letters. We study the letters, and then we cheer the name, and then we can clap and stomp the beat. For example, for Ryan, you can clap Ryan. Ryan, he has 2 syllables. And Rachel, Rachel, 2 syllables. They have this, they're the same because they have 2 syllables. So don't forget that names can begin the same, and they are different because they may have different letters. Go ahead and write your letter R.